Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Monroe. They get it back. It's deflected. And Thompson kicks to Westbrook. Passes it to Olynyk. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It goes on Chris Middleton.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And so Olynyk nails both of them. Milwaukee trails by 5. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Monroe. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
Outside Westbrook. There's the pick. 6 to shoot. New York, no good that time either.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New York.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
So New York ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Mayo comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Vasquez, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. New York leading by 3. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. The feed to Garnett. To the inside. And the dunk by Boozer.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Milwaukee trails by 5. Vasquez passes to Parker. Fade away. Parker with another miss.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
And the foul on John Henson. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Screen by Boozer. Outside Gordon. Outside Walker. Back to Gordon. From downtown. And O.J. Mayo pulls it down.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, scrapping, Clark, for each and every rebound. They are not backing down.
Garnett dishes to Boozer. It's stolen by Vasquez. Fast break, Milwaukee. And here they go. Stolen by Boozer. And a fast break now for New York. Shumpert with the ball. On the wing, Shumpert. Stolen by Henson. Milwaukee trails by 5. Vasquez kicks to Bayless. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Here's Gordon. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Vasquez. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
A different look for New York. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Gordon. Alec Burks comes in for Shumpert. It's Heinrich in for Walker. Here's Heinrich. They lead by 7. Burks kicks to Boozer. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
New York with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Heinrich outside. Down low, stolen by Henson. Here's Bayless. He got it! He caught it!
My goodness.
Free points at the buzzer.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. John Henson out there with Monroe. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Carter Williams in at the point guard position. And that one's good. Wiggins.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Westbrook against Carter Williams. Henson with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 5 to shoot. Monroe with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Carter Williams. That doesn't go either for Carter Williams. New York leading by 7. Outside Westbrook. Here's Burks. Kept alive by New York. Pass to Westbrook. Off the pick. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure. You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Thompson, he's checked in for New York. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Jabari Parker's checked in for John Henson. It's stolen by Carter Williams. He kicks it to Parker from 12 feet out. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Assist from Michael Carter Williams.
New York leading by 5. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Porzingis. On the wing, Wiggins. The dish to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Milwaukee trails by 5. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Monroe, the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. 8 points for Greg Monroe.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Outside Westbrook. To the middle. Porzingis passes to Olynyk. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Middleton, no good on the shot, a bit long that time.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. For New York, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
That's his second personal foul. At the line, Kelly Olynyk. At the line,
No good on the free throw. A different look for New York. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Porzingis. Shumpert comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Kemba Walker in for Russell Westbrook. Vasquez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bayless comes in for Carter Williams. Antetokounmpo against Walker. Antetokounmpo kicks to Vasquez. Tries again. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And it's Walker penetrating. Can't cash in from close range. Milwaukee trails by 5. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And that one falls for Parker. A different look for New York. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. And Carlos Boozer is subbed in for Klay Thompson. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Mayo's checked in. New York leading by 3. Outside, Walker. Screen by Boozer. And Walker kicks to Garnett. Shots good by Boozer.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now here's Vasquez, guarded by Shumpert. Shoots off the screen. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And here we go, Shumpert running it up the court. The kick out to Boozer from deep. Milwaukee with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Mayo. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And it's Shumpert penetrating. The kick out to Walker. The three-pointer is right on target. Walker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The pass to Bayless. 50 seconds left in the first half. To the left side wing. Shot is no good, so New York will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Boozer dishes to Gordon. Garnett wide open, and O.J. Mayo pulls it down. Milwaukee trails by 6. Feeds it to Bayless. The kick out to Mayo. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Milwaukee shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Milwaukee making a switch here.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. 19 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Heinrich passes to Boozer from outside the arc. The shot, no good. Now Bayless. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Vasquez.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay.